everybody! Today we'll talk about a way to upgrade your world a bit, or just give it a different new look, like a makeover. An important thing to note would be that this video is relevant for fantasy and science fiction worlds as well as real-life settings. Keep that in mind. Also, it is relevant for two types of worlds and their owners, very generally speaking. First world owner duo is those of you who have a shiny world. You enter it and say, ooh, shiny. As I said before, it can be a made-up place, or it can be a setting in the real world. Either way, it excites you, whether it's alluring or terrifying. It's colorful, even if the pictures in your mind are dark and silvery. It's the type of world you want to explore or at least watch closely in case you want to eventually run away from there. If you have a world or setting like this, good for you! Today's video can show you different ways to present your world and make different variations of it. The other world owner duo is those of you who have a world that lacks that shiny feeling. I would say it feels like it has dust on it. It's like a picture with weak saturation, unfiltered but also taken with a really bad camera. There are all those disgusting pixelated chickenpox dots all over it. There is something missing in this world, and you're not sure what it is, because after your dedicated world building, your world is supposed to be exciting and filled with opportunities. It has the coolest Wild West magicians and a complex magic system that uses iguanas as partners and a lot of other amazing ideas right out of your genius brain. And still it feels dull and dusty. Well, have no worries. Today's video can make that world shine for you. Well, whatever world you created, it seems like you created only one world. But let's take a look at our world, the real one. It's just one world, yet there are so many stories out of the fantasy and science fiction genres that present the world in such different ways. Think about your life. In your happy days and in your depressing days, even the most static things seem different. Your room, people around you, even your face looks different in different times. Why does it happen? I would say our mind is focusing on different things every day. Some days we will focus on a specific feature, so it would look big or small or weirdly shaped to us. Other days we will focus on a different feature and will look more like our parents. Our eye color will look like it has a different color, even in the same lighting. It's all about the focus. And the focus is important, because it determines the feeling you give in your world. Let's make a beach our setting as an example. You can focus on different things, and each time it will give a distinctive atmosphere, even though it's the exact same beach. You can describe a beach with sparkling sand like a pile of gold, with blue skies and clouds that look like a herd of sheep, clear water that draw near the shoreline. You can focus on the warm wind that blows under the summer sun. A beach can also be described with the quiet rustles of the waves, the air that carries a scent of salt. A half-melted sand palace that will soon collapse stands in an oblique angle, its towers taking a round shape. A plastic shovel is stuck in the ground beside it. You might even say it's abandoned. The sand is shimmering, and there's a chill wind. Or, you can describe a beach as a strip of land covered with heavy sand, with broken shells separating it from the salty water. There is a damp wind rising from the sea, a seagull soaring in the sky. Two small crabs are playing next to an empty tin can. I aimed for the following sensations: magical joy, uneasiness, and realism. Keep in mind that I never changed the beach itself, except for the warm or chill wind. This is the same place in various portrayals. We had one beach and 3 different impacts. It all comes to what kind of feeling you want to give your reader. Whether your world is dusty and gray and whether it's shiny and exciting, you can use different colors to paint it with and bring different sensations to your readers. Think like an artist. What kind of colors do you want to use? Would you use long, sharp, thin strokes? Or soft, fluffy ones? What do you emphasize? And what do you leave out of the picture? Different portrayals will convey various worlds. Some people simply try to describe the place, but if you do that, you completely miss the opportunity to use the setting to your advantage when delivering a feeling through it. You can write a story with a magical school in a castle and make it feel completely different from Hogwarts. You can give it a warmer, safer feeling. Put emphasis on the warm fires, on the bright lighting, on the good old walls, the laughs of the students from around the corner, the familiar mixed smell of food coming from the kitchen, the map of the place hanging from a wall. You can give it a scarier feeling. Put emphasis on how big it is, how dark the rest of the building seems like, the cold the stones are emitting, the unexplainable wet edges of the stairs, a distant voice, or maybe it's just my imagination. Seems like someone is talking, but there's never anyone around. A fly gets burned in the closest torch with a zap noise. You can see these give a completely different feeling from Hogwarts, even if it's the same castle. Now I recommend that you pause a moment and think about a location of your choosing. Then think about 3 different ways to portray it. You can use pen and paper, or you could just do it in your head. Now that we've finished with that, go check your world now! Think about the feeling you want to deliver through it, and choose the option that best fits your story. Think like a photographer. Experiment with several feelings and focuses, until you find the one that excites you the most. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe so that you know when my next video comes out. And welcome new subscribers! Make sure to smash that like button and share it with your writing pals. It helps a lot. I hope you have an excellent day. Keep creating. See you next time. A fly gets burned in the closest torch with a zap nose.